Swa kahle swa ni landzela swo saseka na swi deserva ni ta hlangana na ti-destiny helpers leti nga ta pfuna vumundzuku bya mina ni muhluri mina ni ta humelela mina ni ta va na mali. That you can check the credibility of the affiliated hospital. I know people don't want to do this because they think it's not important or they think it's a bit too much information at that particular time. As long as I get the operation, you see this like thing, we'll try again tomorrow. But anyway, as long as basically people tell themselves, as long as I go, they open me and I come out alive, I don't need to know many other things. Yeah, but today I need you to understand that the affiliation of the hospital also has a lot to do with how many death cases were there and for what procedures. Sit down and try and figure such things out. Guys, I know it's not ideal for you to do it because in your heart you're just thinking, I hope they don't do anything wrong, but previous history has a way of showing a lot about a specific institution, and therefore checking how many death rates, how many deaths there were, and what procedures were being done for them to have such deaths is very important. Go check, okay, no, I'm doing a laparotomy. How many people in a year die from a laparotomy? How many people in a year die from this doctor after they deliver? You know, things like that. And such information is actually very available. On some of the hospitals networks. I am definitely going to bring them out for you myself, one by one. It's definitely not going to be today, but I will, you know me, but we will literally be going down and say, yeah, Dr. Mangman, hey, my people, go live. That is basically what I'm going to be doing because I don't want you guys to go through the exact same thing I went through. Yabon. Exactly. Another thing is the reviews. If you can review a gynae, you can also review a hospital. Go to your Google site, check, okay, Life Custom Hub has this amount of people that are reviewing the hospital, not even the doctors, the hospital. And you see there's a hospital that is 2.5 and there's a hospital that is a 5 or maybe a 4.5. Guys, please don't come to us and say, hey, yeah, they are very bad. They may be very bad because of the amount that they charge you. Expect that because you can't be paying $300 rent for you to buy, you know, a BMW and not think there's a problem. Doesn't make sense. That's my point. And apart from that, if people are cheaper, it's more likely that more people are gonna come, and it's just a different dynamic altogether. It's just that I need you to just be smart about your health because it's that important. And then I think another thing, guys, is I know people don't talk about this, but when you go on a surgery, majority of the time, they will tell you this is what the surgery is going to be about, this is what we're going to remove, but there are times where surgeries don't go according to plan, and what happens then becomes a complication. That is what we call it. It might be during the surgery or it might also be after. For example, I did not really go into depth about my complications, but I had a bucket full of complications. One of them was I had PE, and that was because I was in hospital for a very long time. I was immobile for a very long time, and I was bound to have that. Unfortunately, I just didn't know what PE was, and I know maybe I would have stretched even more, or I would have forced myself to walk even more. I don't know, but like I'm saying, the things we go through make us better people. Yes. But yeah, guys, please just make sure. But yeah, all I'm saying is please just make sure you check the percentage of infections as well and complications and surgeries. I know you don't want to do it, but it's very important for you to do that. Most of the times when you get out of hospital, there are certain people that complain about infections. Infections goes back to the other one yesterday that I said, look at how clean the person is. Do they have proper bedside manners? Bedside manners does not necessarily even have to be you dying on the bed. It just means when they check you, do they wear gloves? If they don't and you have an infection, I know it sounds like it's a very small thing because maybe it's not something that's open, but there are things called double sepsis. Infections can actually kill people. It's a huge thing. It's you don't want to mess with an infection like at all, completely. So you need to make sure in the best way possible you protect yourself. I am talking a lot, so let us make sure we come back here again for whichever other number that we're going to be looking at. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being such beautiful, amazing people. It has been very amazing. And I'm definitely sure it's not because of me and my talking. It's actually because of you and your interactions. It's because of you and how you continue to ask questions, how you make me feel so happy to talk about the medical things even when I'm not a doctor. So thank you so much. Continue to do that. And I'm so happy because I know as a family, we're going to be growing to greater heights. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.